Welcome back, students. Dear students, in this session, I would like to share the topic applications of Clausius-Clapeyron equation. Let us see the application of Clausius-Clapeyron equation. The first application is effect of change of pressure on the boiling point. For this, we know that the Clausius-Clapeyron equation, which is derived in the previous session, that is dP by dt is equal to L upon T into V2 minus V1, where L is the latent heat of vaporization and T is its absolute temperature. V2 and V1 are volume respectively. When the liquid is converted into a gaseous state, its vapor always increases. When the liquid is converted into gaseous state, its vapor always increases. That is, the volume V2, which is greater than the volume V1. Hence, in the equation, in the above equation, the ratio dP by dt, the small change in pressure to the change in temperature, this becomes positive, always becomes positive, as the latent heat L and the absolute temperature T are positive. In the RHS side, L and T are positive. That means the boiling point of every liquid increases with the increase of pressure and vice versa. For example, boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius at 0.76 millimeter of mercury pressure, but in the laboratory it boils at a temperature less than 100 degrees Celsius, nearly about 99 degrees Celsius, because there the atmospheric pressure is lesser than 0.76 millimeter of mercury pressure in the laboratory. Second example is the pressure cooker. Here the liquid boils at a higher temperature inside the pressure cooker because there the pressure is higher than the atmospheric pressure. These are two examples for boiling point of water. Let us see the second applications of Clausius-Clapeyron equation, that is effect of change of pressure on the melting point. For this, let you take the Clausius-Clapeyron equation, that is dP by dt is equal to L divided by T into V2 minus V1. Here in this case, solid melts into liquid. Solid melts into liquid, its volume also changes. If the volume V2 is greater than V1, then the difference in the volume, that means V2 minus V1, becomes positive. Here in the RHS side, the difference in the volume in the denominator becomes positive. Therefore, in the LHS side, the ratio dP by dt also positive. That means the melting point of substance increases along with the increase in the pressure and vice versa. Here, I repeat, the melting point of substance increases along with the increase of pressure and vice versa. In the second case, if you take V2 less than V1, the volume V2 is less than the volume V1, then the difference in volume, that means V2 minus V1 in the denominator of this equation, becomes negative. Therefore, in the LHS, the ratio dP by dt is also negative. That is, the melting point of the substance decreases. The melting point of the substance decreases along with increase of pressure and vice versa. These are the cases. Let me take an example for change of pressure on the melting point. For melting point of ice, the volume of water is less than the volume of ice. That means the volume V2, which is less than the volume V1. That means volume of water V2 is less than the volume of the ice V1. And hence the melting point of ice decreases with increase of pressure. That's all. Thank you.